Hi boaty people, welcome aboard Marji Bee. I'm Will. Today we're down here at Lechlade Marina because yesterday we moved Marji Bee because it was craning here. We're only temporary residents here for the winter, but we haven't been able to get away yet because of the Thames conditions. It's been not too favourable. The yellow boards are starting to appear. The reach here is on yellow boards, so we could go out here, but we can't get back to our home mooring yet. So we've moved to a temporary mooring in the marina here on the slip pontoon, and whilst we're here we're doing a few more jobs. So we've given her a good clean, a good wash down outside, and I've got a few more jobs that I'm doing. I'm going to be swapping some more wiring over to the leisure battery. I'm also going to be installing some USB sockets and also another 12-volt socket out here in the cockpit to run a fridge. So a couple of hours of nice relaxing work ahead. It's a lovely day. The sun's out, as you can see hopefully in the background, and it actually feels quite warm, so it feels like spring, and it kind of feels that boating, getting out on the river is just round the corner. So with a little bit of luck we'll be out on the river very soon and having some fun. And this was us a week before our move, just giving Marji Bee a sweep off of all the debris that had fallen off the trees, and also there's a lot of duck poo on there that was staining the cabin top, which was a bit frustrating, but we cleaned that off and just getting her ready for the move really. Scrubbing the cleats where the winter fenders have been on, because it always goes green around them as well. So just getting her ready, but as I say, this was a week before our move. And this was the day of our move, putting our fenders back on that had been cleaned over the winter, and the fender ropes that had been washed as well. So all good for the new season ahead, but back on and ready to go. Now, this was us preparing for the actual move, and I wasn't looking forward to this because the wind was quite strong and coming right down onto our starboard side. This is going to be a bit of a test for us, and you might need to stay on the bow popping to do a bit of fending off with the I knew just in preparing that we were going to have a tricky time leaving from here, but that's good because I was prepared. You know, you've got to be prepared for the conditions, and it wasn't ideal. I probably wouldn't have moved if we didn't need to, and we did need to move there and then, but I was confident in my ability to manoeuvre her in what was a pretty tight space and in not ideal conditions. But I think you can see from my anxiousness and worried looks on my face, I really wasn't looking forward to it. Do you want to bring that line down the side? No, still have it going through the front. Still have it going through there. But so you can maybe just jump off at the back here rather than clambering down if you want. I really would prefer this not to be quite so windy. Right, we are drifting out now. Sorry? I think we're just going to have to get on and go, but I think you need to get on the bow so that you can fend off from there if you need to. I just wish it wasn't so windy. I'm not looking forward to this at all. Yeah, go on. And the daft thing is, this is probably the shortest trip we've ever made.
It was about 50 yards. But let's do a little counter for how many point turn I have to make to get us out of this little arm of the marina. And the trouble we had was that because the wind was coming broadside, so straight onto the side of the boat on the starboard side, every time I reversed, the wind was pushing the bow round to the port side. So it was just counteracting that on every single little reverse and forward that we did. And the challenge that we had, that not only was this a really small space to actually turn her around in these conditions, but also it's very shallow. The marina is halfway through being dredged at the moment, and this area hasn't been dredged yet, so I didn't want to go too far up and actually ground us at all, or get the prop into the silt.
We're nearly there. It's the wind that's doing this.
And the other factor that really came into play here is the fact that the prop wash, so the direction that the propeller pulls the boat left to right, was pulling our stern to the starboard whenever it was in reverse, which is completely against the direction we were trying to turn. So it just made a difficult manoeuvre even more difficult. To be fair, as soon as I had the bow heading into the wind and had steerage, it was a breeze from then on. Excuse the pun.
I did say to you, I wasn't looking forward to this. Well, no, I think you should get off at the front. That wind is stronger than it looks.
So that's us safely on our temporary winter mooring on the slipway pontoon. We had planned to do a couple of jobs that afternoon, but the weather turned. It started raining. It was still windy. It was pretty cold. So we decided we'd come back on the Sunday when the weather forecast was a lot more favourable. And as you can see, the sun was shining, the warmth was on our backs, and all was good. And while Parker has been aboard in 2024 to help me install the battery and do a couple of jobs the other week, this was Eddie's first time aboard Marji Bee this year. So the jobs I did, Petra took Eddie and Parker for a walk, and I cracked on with a few jobs. That's the 12-volt socket put into the cockpit, tidied up a bit more wiring and moved some more circuits over. added in USB socket into the main bulkhead, and found a home for the Victron charge controller. Oh, and I also, looking at the bilge, thought that could do with a little sweep out and wipe up, so that's nice and tidy too. Well, that's it for this video, but if you've enjoyed that, we'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. So bye for now, and see you on the river soon.